All right, so we talked about earlier. I shot a video to kind of show you a little bit about curb appeal. So I wanted to show y'all one little process. There's a million things that goes on a renovation, but this is one little thing that you can see and maybe to help somebody out. So curb appeal. This home here has brick on the bottom and siding on the top. So I had a couple of options. It looks like they previously tried to paint it, or they did have it painted previously, but the paint is all, almost old and torn up, and it's half brick, half paint. You can kind of see it there, right? So I had an option. I either was going to go ahead and repaint it and look at the options for repainting it, or I kind of like the natural brick look better. And most of if you look at some of the comps, the houses around here, they're brick as well. So I thought it looked better just to have the brick. So I'm gonna show you what I did to kind of look at it. First, you got to pressure wash. I had to pressure wash all of this and pressure wash it really good to see what would come off with the pressure washer, but still a lot of it stuck on there. So start off by showing you the difference and why it is important to pressure wash, because the outside of this house looks new, definitely different than when I first bought it. So this little area right here, I have trash cans on it, but this little area right there, I just got done pressure washing. So this is like night and day compared to what it looked like. The driveway is already pretty good, so I don't really have to, but if the driveway wasn't looking good, I'd pressure wash all of that. But that looks good. The steps, I pressure washed too. A lot of cracks in it, but I don't think I'm gonna go that far as repairing those, but I wanted to clean it. Again, in the beginning, it was really dirty. And then I pressure washed all of this up here. We're gonna have to do some brick repair a little later, but I want you guys to see real quick the difference. So we're gonna black mulch this, but I want the background to really stick out. So I really didn't want to paint it, but you can see what it looks like. And this is after pressure washing now, the initial pressure wash. It still, looks dirty. Still has all of that paint still on it, residue. Okay, so that's not good enough for me. I don't think it's gonna stick out once we put the mulch there. So I wanna make sure that looks really, really good. So let me show you some of the products that I used. All right, so basically, first I started off with pressure washing before, as you guys see. But then basically, I tried it with just the Zep concrete, driveway and concrete cleaner, put it in the pressure washer, sprayed it on, let it sit for a while, pressure washed it. That didn't do all of the painting. I removed a lot, but it didn't remove everything. So I knew I needed to go a little harder. So I looked up on YouTube. I saw someone, instead of trying to sand it with a brush, I saw this little big machine, this nice little Bauer. It's a resurfacing machine, and I went and bought this with I think it's a 40 grit. And I went on each, and I tried it, and I went on each one of these bricks. And when I tell you that was going to take me probably a week, it probably would have took me a week. And even then, it didn't look like it was getting everything off. So I'm probably going to try to take this back, maybe not. I might hold it, use it for another project. But after looking at YouTube, I said, let me try a few things before I go to giving up and just painting. So I went and got Clean Strip, the premium sprayable stripper. This is basically strip off paint off of things. And I went ahead and use a brush. I brushed all of it around there with this. And then you let it sit for about 15 minutes. I let it sit for longer than that. And you start to see the paint start peeling off. So I knew that this was gonna work. I just don't know how much it was gonna take off. So I brushed it. I saw a lot of the paint go ahead and start peeling off, and I knew we're heading in the right direction. Now the second thing is to go ahead, I still put this back in my pressure washer and sprayed it back on again. And now I'm gonna actually be pressure washing, and I want you to kind of see how that works right now. So you can see I started already right here, but I want you to see the difference when I'm pressure washing it. So you can see here, it's not perfect. It's not perfect. There's still a little bit, and I might go behind it with the sander and try to get what's off. But look at the difference here. Now that's what it looked like. And again, that's literally after I pressure washed it and everything. And that was the paint residue that's on. And this is what's on there now. That's a clean area that I just did. So I want you guys to kind of see. I want you to see. I'll put this right here, and I'm gonna let you just see just for a second how that actually comes off. And don't worry about the door right there. That's all getting repaired. So, all right, here we go. Turn the volume down. Area right here. I'm not going to put y'all through the whole process, but you can see the difference it makes. So basically, I'm going to take the pressure washer. I'm going to be pressure washing all of this on all the sides of the bottom of the house. And when we're done, it's going to look like the original brick was there. And that's the point. And then once the black mulch is laid and you see that brick in the background, it's really going to set up. I love how I did the trim right there. I wanted to make it a little different color with that color door we have. But all of this is all so that we can have a serious curb appeal. So when people pass by, they're like, wow, okay, I'm going to pay that extra money for this property. All right, thanks.